All right, we back.
Yeah, so you said that you wanted Michael Porter Jr. for what reason? Even though y'all do need a small forward that can shoot, because MKG can't shoot.
Yeah, that's why Nick Batum just isn't aggressive. So yeah,
Nick Batum hasn't been aggressive since he left Portland. But since we talking about drafting, um, you know who already had the best draft already?
who?
Klay Thompson.
What are you talking about?
Klay Thompson already had the best draft in the history of basketball. He and his friends, he and his friends out to a party on a jet. And you know who else he drafted to go out there with him?
Who?
A boatload of IG models.
I mean, look, if I had the money, I
He
would.
has the best draft of all time. He flew he his friends and a boatload of IG models out to have a party at a house.
I mean, at what point would this be? Are we gonna start talking about IG models or doing stuff like that in the same vein as the Minnesota sex boat?
I mean, that's different times then.
I'm just saying, it's basically
Klay Thompson is the hero we all deserve. Not Batman, but Klay Thompson. Do
Clay
you
Thompson
think
is an NBA player, and he still looks like he's like an out of shape punk.
do you think they gonna have sex, bro? Or do you think they just gonna go up there and just enjoy the free liquor time and the in the moment and the
Of,
money?
of course, they're having sex, but that's another thing. I don't understand when. Why do you have? I don't know. I don't know.
So since your last name is Love, tell me how that conversation works. Do you like hit up women on IG and be like, "Hey, I'm gonna fly you out to Cabo, and it's gonna be like a bunch of other IG models. You ain't gonna be the only girl there, so don't worry about it." Or do you just just be like, "Hey, you want to come out on this trip," and you just kind of hope that they with it and they like they already know that you gonna try to hit, or because if you're a woman, you do put yourself in a situation to do what Future did, and he just counsel everything, and you standing in Cabo
Hold
with
on. No, no. Future thing was a completely different story. Future didn't fly that girl out. That girl flew herself out.
yeah, true, true.
So she could
So
turn. So at that point, she could have been like, "Nah, I ain't having sex with you," and you can't really say nothing besides have a good time.
you right, you right. I
We got
mean, now the pictures that I saw with the IG models that he was flying out there, they really good looking, but I really feel like they about to run a sex ring. Like they about to have the women in rotation. Like I seriously doubt that Klay Thompson has one woman that he's gonna sleep with for the 3 days. So does his friend. So does I think they're gonna rotate those women.
but why?
Why rotate them or why invite them out there?
Why rotate? Like, I don't know. I
You didn't
feel
see the pictures of these women, did you?
no, but I feel like my whole thing is if I like, let's say me and you and anybody else, but if we're hanging out and I pull a chick and I get her to come back and smash, I'm not yo. Let Bill smash too.
No,
Nah,
no, but that no. See, that's not a fair example of this draft that we talking about.
if I'm paying for everything,
No, the fair example is me and you hang out. It's me and you. You pull two chicks to come back and smash over 3 days.
and
Of
they my
course,
shit.
of course,
I'm
of course,
I'm
of course.
selfish. I'm selfish. They
Of
my
course.
shit.
See, that's why your last name Love, because I don't believe you don't. I believe you don't think like me. But of
There's
course,
a middle there.
if it's one night, of course you're gonna be like, yeah, I sleep with her, you sleep with her. Of course that. But over a course of 3 nights, I definitely believe is gonna be a whole bunch of body fluid swapping out between people.
I
Like
feel
there's
like
like there is no way that Klay Thompson is gonna have sex with just one woman there. If he flew them all out, he's definitely having sex with all of the women. His friends may not, but Klay Thompson definitely is.
oh, okay, yeah. If that's what I'm saying, I would be the selfish person, and like, yeah, maybe I'm gonna sleep with all these women, but I'm not paying for you to sleep with all these women.
I mean, but that's kind of what he did. It's kind of like the opportunity presents itself. Okay, it's kind of like this, and this is how I'm imagining it. If the same situation happened to us, and I pay for all of these women to come out, like it's 100% guaranteed that I'm going to try to have sex with all these women. Now, if the opportunity presents for you and so to have sex with these women, by my chance, you take it. However, it's guaranteed that if the situation happens that I have an opportunity to sleep with all of these women, I'm going to take it. Like it should be already a preconceived notion that I'm going to have sex or attempt to have sex with all of these women. Now, if y'all strike out and don't get none, that's on y'all's own doing. But I'm going to get all three, or
Okay,
try to.
so what you just telling me is, it just made me change my look. The Green Ranger costume is out. I'm just gonna come dressed as a whole bottle of disinfectant because I'm good.
If we go dress up as heroes, I'm gonna come in a Klay Thompson jersey because he just became the hero that we all need.
Not me, man. I'm good.
He is the most selfless superstar in basketball, and he just showed why. He even drafts well. He's a great GM. He even drafts well.
I can't do it.
His decision making is very, very, very great.
See,
And
I'm more in line with the Swaggy P. Like
making cocaine legal.
I just need one in every state.
He said that?
Yeah.
Oh, Swaggy. Nick Young.
Hey man.
Swaggy.
Now that's my president right now.
Why? But if all women are cool with coming in one spot, why would you go to a different state?
They can come, but they not. I'm not inviting my friends over. Like it could be 7, and it's like you might have to bear me from dehydration because I might be out of fluids, but I'm not inviting anybody else over.
You also have. Well, I don't want to put your business out on wax, but I do feel like you are being biased right now due to unsolicited reasons. But
What?
so I don't feel like you're giving me the real answers that you would give.
What? Oh,
Yeah. So so back to the actual draft. Clearly, we said that Klay Thompson is the best GM because he drafts well and he has great decision making. But Portland, we picked down there like 21, 24 or something like that. I actually want Chandler Hutchison. He's a small forward out of Boise State. Do I think he's our?
He was going to the Hawks at 20. So
Don't they got? But they're trying to trade those picks though.
they might, but
See, but here's kind of what I want though. Like if Chicago moves up to number 7, it's guaranteed that they're taking a small forward. If the Hawks trade those picks that we were just talking about, it's guaranteeing that they're moving up to get like a guard or something like that, right? Because clearly at 3, they're going to take the best player available. So it opens up that hole for Chandler Hutchison to slide down to Portland. Like if Chicago moves up to number 7, then it's guaranteed that they're going to try to take Michael Porter Jr.
Yeah, and I agree. If Atlanta moves up, they're most likely moving up to get a point guard because they end up getting a big with that number 3.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to get a point guard.
Oh,
they'll probably get a guard.
They're trying to get rid of Schroeder.
Yeah, but
they also do need a shooting guard too, huh?
They need everything. I don't think you bottom out.
I mean, you got a small forward for the future, and you got
who? You talking about Prince?
Yeah, Prince and your guy you drafted last year,
John the Baptist.
Yeah. So you got 2 pieces. Everything else is just do what you will.
But John the Baptist isn't really a starting power forward though. He's like a bench guy though. No,
he should have been starting this whole season.
I mean, but every time I see him, he's always dunking. I don't know if he does anything. He seems like a young Kenneth Faried.
No. Well, first off, he's like 5 inches taller than Kenneth Faried. Secondly, he has a
Really?
Kenneth Faried is what, 6'8"?
Yeah. So you telling me John Collins is 7 feet tall?
He's 6'11".
That's not 5 feet. I mean, that's not 5 inches taller.
Okay, whatever. He's taller. But also he can shoot.
Shoot mid range or from the three?
Mid range. He's reaching out to the 3-point line at this point. But
see, that's kind of why I wanted Portland to get him, because for some reason Portland has a fascination with drafting white players, and white power forwards and white small forwards to centers don't never work out, but Portland just keeps drafting them. Like, we're the reason that there's a lot of white people in the NBA, because Portland just keeps drafting them. But
because you're in Portland, they want the fans to feel at home when they go to the game.
I mean, but Portland is a hella liberal city, though.
But here's
the thing. Here's the thing, B. I went to a Portland game when they played Cleveland. The white people in Portland don't even want the white people that's on the team. Like, like they don't want them. We're all in cahoots that the white people that are on the team are trash.
No, well, the white people in Indiana want the Pacers to be white again.
I mean, I can very, very well agree with that. So that's what I think, and we're gonna move on to the fourth period. You got a question to ask me, man?
Hey, man, you ever had a friend, an old friend, come and try to just want to hang out, reconnect?
That sounds like the genesis of our friendship. Speaking of, you remember when you had my ass stranded at Camp Creek Marketplace, bro?
Never.
Bro, I was at Camp Creek with my mom, and you was like, "Oh, you should come downtown with me and Kendall." I was like, "Where's Kendall?" He was like, "He's waiting on us." Like, you know, he said you can hang out with us or whatever. I was like, "Yeah, cool." And I'm walking with you, and Kendall left us, so it's just me and you in Camp Creek Marketplace all day.
I don't remember that at all.
Of course you don't, because that's the second time that you led me astray. I should learn my lesson.
I don't remember that at all, but okay.
The least person I want to be stuck with all day was the person that I ended up being stuck with all day.
Rayvon? It was me.
No, it was definitely you, Brandon, because that was only something that that's the only thing. You're the only one that would do something like that. Guarantee a move without actually having a move.
Why wouldn't you just catch the bus?
Because me and you was young and dumb.
Okay. But yeah, I had a friend invite me to come hang with him. We went to a bar, which ended up being a pitch meeting for his pyramid scheme. This friend was an old soccer friend, and it was so funny because I asked more people about it, and they're like, yeah, no, Grayson always does that. I've been to like 3 of his things just for food, and it's like, why?
What, did you sign up?
No, I didn't sign up.
Do you want to get any of our podcast listeners in on this pyramid scheme that you want to do? That's a quick way to turn $5 into 5,000.
I'm good.
You definitely have a base to do that right now if you want to give any details of it. But I am curious to know, how does this pyramid scheme work?
First off, I just want to throw out, I wasn't the person that they were telling about how it works. This what really pissed me off about the whole pyramid scheme part of it. Because you bring 2 people into pyramid schemes. You bring in suckers, and you bring in people who can bring you suckers. And you brought me in thinking I was one of the suckers. You brought me in thinking you was gonna take my money. You didn't bring me in and it was like, yo, you can bring these other suckers in, we can take their money. You treated me like I was a dummy. You know, that's why it's like.
So you basically got offended because he tried you like a lame.
Yeah.
So basically, you said they prey on people who look like they don't got no money, and you got mad because he took you as somebody that don't have money.
It ain't not to have money. No. He treated me like I was somebody with money who didn't know what to do with it. It was like, bro. Like he told me, hey, you can fly anywhere for a cheap price. Dog, I work for Delta. I fly free. But and
You
it,
got your job back from Delta?
nah. But I still know people, so I still get buddy passes and stuff. That's the power of making friends.
So how long did this session last? It lasts about an hour, 30 minutes or something.
It was about an hour. We were at a bar, so I was just buying bar food. It
You
was
know
fun.
what? Now that I think about it, I did get invited to one of these things. I was in Kennesaw when that happened, and there was a guy on campus who was like, "Yeah, just come on this date and this date, and we're behind this building and this." You walk down the stairs, and I'm like, sound like a cult, like walk behind the building, knock on the door, and say that you're coming down, and they'll walk you down some stairs, and we'll be in the last door to the left. I'm like, that sounds like a cult, an orgy, or both. Like I don't know if y'all going to do a
I mean,
seance or have a Ouija board or anything down there. And he would not tell me what it was. He was like, "Well, I can't really go into detail. Just show up or whatever." And I'm
according to
like,
according to the last segment, you kind of down for the the coat orgies. But nah, like
oh man. I mean, if I know what I'm getting myself into, but in that particular situation, I didn't know what I was getting myself into because he wouldn't tell me what it was. He was just like, "Oh, so just come Thursday at like 7:30, and somebody will be there to walk you through it, and it's gonna be you and like." He said it's gonna be me, you, and like 8 other people. I was like, yeah, but like, what is it? And he was like, you got to show up. I can't really go into detail. And I'm like, how long is it? He was like, it's probably about an hour or so. Don't worry, we're gonna have food and everything. We'll take care of you. And I'm like, I don't know what I'm getting myself into. Like, especially at Kennesaw. Like Kennesaw, you run into a different bunch of people, different types of people. It's not like College Park where you can like know the environment that you're getting into. If you're in College Park and somebody says that, they're probably talking about drugs. Kennesaw, you don't know what they talking about. It could be anything. I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna go. So you jogged my memory. I have been invited to something like that.
I mean, I went because it was a friend, and then it turned out to be ways to help people travel.
So
By
you stayed like the whole time. You didn't be like, I'm out.
no, I mean no, because I was also expecting like, yo, he just gonna do all this. He gonna do this talking thing, and then we actually gonna sit at this bar and chill and talk and chill. And yeah, nah. I left like at probably at the end when I saw him going around to people, and I was just like, yeah, nah, he's not coming back over here.
True.
So yeah,
So
I lasted about an hour.
so what do you there's a whole bunch of schemes that come out, like you have that one, and so it works in a way that if I'm it's a question. So basically he get money for signing you up, you get money for signing him up, but it goes to the top though, right? Like you gotta sign 20 people to get a profit, but he get like 100% of the profit or something like that, right?
Man, look, I wasn't even trying to figure it out. But that's how pyramid schemes usually work. Is they get you to like pre-buy in, and then you got to sell so much because you already bought this, so you got to sell it out, and then you start making money after you sell what you already bought.
So basically you start off in debt and you gotta work your ass off to get out of debt, and then you start making money.
Yeah,
Damn, that's crazy. So it's kind of like those knives.
yeah. And
Did
then
you ever actually get hired by them?
who?
So the people that sell knives. You know what I'm talking about because everybody got that job in high school. Do you
No,
know what I'm talking about?
I didn't get that job in high school. Who's out here selling knives?
Man, I forgot what it was, but you know what I'm talking about.
I don't. A nice
Something knives like kinetic eyes or something like that, or it's something like that. I forgot.
Yeah, but they are. I mean, if you can make it work, but I feel like if you come to people and don't come, if you came to me and was like, "Yo, I got a way where you can make some money," and that I'm trying to take your money, I'd have been okay with it.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you told me if you try to put me on the same level as you and not put me as like one of the idiots that you trying to trick into it, I've been okay with it. And the sad part is like he had his whole family out there too. Like he out there like pyramid scheme hustling with the wife and the kids and everything.
True. Yeah, I definitely agree with that, and yeah, I mean, I definitely agree with that, and hopefully everybody just stops scheming. But that's a good way to make money. You know, it seems like every time you come up, every time you get rid of one scheme, another one pops up. So
Like this trade the White Howard scheme.
you said what?
Nothing. I wish you would just bought it. I mean, I wish we would let him. We could have bought him out. It makes no sense for us to like trade and get Timothy Mozgov sorry ass. No reason.
You must be really pissed off if you digressed to two subjects ago. They wanted the draft picks, B.
I guess. But all right. So what you got for fifth period?
Fifth period is gonna be homework like we do, like we always do. I actually at the moment don't give weekend homework at the moment. I don't have anything to do outside of telling everyone to go see Superfly. Then you can see my beautiful girlfriend in it, and let me know if y'all actually think that I look like the guy or not. Check out Nas's album. Um, what else is coming out this weekend? Yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't really give too much weekend homework.
I mean, this weekend I feel like we get what season 2 of Luke Cage.
True.
Must check out. This weekend my boy Michael Christmas is dropping a Role Model. It's a must check out. What else is going on this weekend?
So I didn't really like Luke Cage's first album. I didn't like Luke Cage's first. I didn't really like season 1.
Really? I mean, season 1 kind of fell off to me once they killed Cottonmouth, but I thought it was good.
Yeah, they really killed him out too early. But Jamel Hill also said that they killed him off because of the fact that they had to do it just in case the season didn't get renewed, like it seemed rushed. But yeah, it came out the 22nd. That comes out tomorrow. Last Chance U comes out tomorrow. There's a lot of good things or whatever, but I didn't like Luke Cage simply because of the fact that I don't like the actor. Him and the guy that played Iron Fist got to be the worst actors because they don't show any emotion. And
well, yeah. they're gonna put those two together for the long haul. So
you heard J Rock's album?
No, I was thinking about downloading it. I need to. I really like J Rock. Probably my third favorite TD member.
I mean, J Rock sounds just like somebody from California.
That's his whole gimmick.
I mean, like he and YG like sound just like California, and it's so annoying.
It's annoying. You don't like? I mean, I don't really care for YG, but I like J Rock.
Yeah.
J Rock, Gangsta Gibb shit.
What else you got?
Luke Cage, Michael Christmas. What else we got coming out this weekend or until next week? Nothing major, man. I guess I'm gonna go celebrate Xavier's birthday this week.
You celebrating whose birthday?
Xavier,
Oh, okay, true, true.
Gucci man.
The guy with the 800 credit score.
So you do follow him.
No, I know you wish him a happy birthday, and I was like, who is this? Because I thought you was wish you and him got a lot of beef anyway. But yeah, so
We got beef.
yeah,
From what?
because you outed that man and said that the guy said that the girl he's talking to is a transsexual.
He wasn't talking to that person. It was somebody he was like internet whatever. He was talking to over Twitter, and I'm just like, yo, that's a man, and he don't want to believe stuff. And this Zay's an idiot.
Does Zay really have an 800 credit score?
Probably so.
Oh.
He don't do anything. He is. I mean, he's really good at like paying his bills and stuff.
Oh, okay. Don't he work at the airport also?
Nah, he quit. He's IT somewhere now.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, he's chilling. He's just not smart with women.
That sounds like most
like
men.
No. Literally, we were at Hole in the Wall one night, and he was drunk. He went over and talked to these lesbians for all of 2 seconds, and one came over to me and was like, "Get your friend before he get knocked out."
Does he not know how to talk to women?
I don't even know what he said. He said that it happened so fast that I was just like, "What? How offensive could you have been that quick?"
He probably walked up to him and was like, "Yeah, I want to have a threesome or something like that." That's the only thing you could say within two seconds, or you call them the B word.
like you, but the threesome I don't even think is that offensive. I feel like he had to just go over there and like whip his dick out and just for it to be like that instantaneously mad.
Yeah, you're right. For 2 seconds. Yeah, you're right about that.
Like I feel like when you ask for a threesome, you gotta continuously ask for a threesome for them to get pissed off.
Not really. I feel like if you go to a bunch of, I think that will offend any woman. Don't get me wrong. But knowing, I mean, knowing the state that they was probably in, if they're in a hole in the wall, they just want to be there chill. So he probably did approach them on some disrespectful type stuff, and they just weren't in the mood for it, and they were just like, you know what, I'm gonna just tell you, I'm gonna just tell your friend to get you before I put you in a casket myself. So, so what y'all doing this weekend?
Oh man, I don't know. They're gonna do something stupid. I'm just trying to go eat.
You always trying to go eat.
Man, that's all I really want to do. Like that is an outing to me.
Speaking of, are you gonna run me my rematch in Madden, bro?
Look. When you not buying Madden this year?
I just want my 40 back. That's all.
Did you? We didn't bet.
We didn't?
No.
Oh, well, damn. I lost some money to somebody. Well, this time we'll bet because I want my 40. I want to bet you with 40.
Who would you lose $40 to that weekend?
I don't know, but I know in NCAA football, I'm undefeated. Like I'm not undefeated. Like I lost once, but you know.
Was it one of your clones?
Huh?
To one of your clones?
Basically, I lost by 2 points.
Mm.
So it wasn't like he like blew me out. I lost by 2 points. It was a very nip and tuck game. Like the final score was like 8-10.
All right, man.
So I believe that's it, ain't it?
Yeah, that's it. If I can find you next week, get one of the other clones from the Portland facilities to come in and do the podcast.
Yeah, so we gonna try to do one around Independence Day. Happy Juneteenth to everyone. And this is Steven and Brandon, or Slime and Love, signing off and wishing everybody love, peace, and soul.
It's still not working.
What's not working?